And here you're fighting in your home country for the first time in your UFC career.
I fought here last year.
Sorry. So how do you feel about being back fighting in your home country?
It's brilliant, you know. There's not many people get to fight in their own country on the Tree Arena 3 times, you know. This is my 4th time coming to the Tree Arena to get to fight, you know. Not many people that get to do that in their lifetime, you know, not even once, but, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
3rd time's a charm, maybe?
3rd time, but might be a finish there somewhere along the line. Yeah.
Now, you know, you came up short against Lewis Smolka, and now he's, you know, by this crazy turn of events, by main events and co-main events being cancelled, now he's in the main event slot. Is there any part of you that feels like, you know, damn, that could have been me?
No, it's just one of them things, the way the event obviously has turned out, you know. I like Lewis Smolka, he's a good fighter, you know. I did come up short against him. It's no big deal, you know. I've other things in mind now, you know.
And what's the biggest takeaway you have from this fight, or the biggest thing you learned?
From that fight, don't travel to Vegas on a week's notice. Because it was tough, it was just too hard over there, you know. The flight took it out of me, and as I said, I don't make excuses for losing, but it was really tough to go over there and perform, and obviously I should have got out there a bit earlier, but lesson learned.
In hindsight, do you regret making that decision and perhaps being too eager or over-ambitious?
No, well look, I didn't take the advice that some people gave me and told me to go out a bit earlier and stuff like that, and then with a lot of delays going out with the planes and stuff like that, you know, and obviously the heat, and I just didn't experience stuff like that before, you know. I never did, and it took its toll on me, you know. But as I said, I don't take that away from Lewis Smolka's performance of the night. He done what he had to do, got the win.
Well, looking at, you know, your new opponent, John Reyes, how do you size him up, and where do you see yourself as being stronger?
You know, I think of a better striking game than him. You know, I know he comes to fight. He's young, he's aggressive, he's good all round. You know, I'm not taking John Reyes lightly. I actually think it's going to be one of my toughest fights to date. You know, I think he has good knockout. His finishes, he has good finishes on his record. You know, he fought bantamweight, so he's a big flyweight. Not in heights, but in stature, he's big all round. You know, so. I'm excited to fight him, you know.
And in what respect do you expect your experience to play a part in this? Because obviously there's a big gap there.
Yeah, there's a big gap there, you know. But he's had a couple of fights in the UFC now, so I don't think the experience is going to come into it really. I think he's going to be a better fighter on the night, you know, in terms of, because I know he's after making obviously the horrible travel from his side up the here, you know, so a little bit of advantage there. Obviously the far here before, crowds behind me. Will be the advantage when the door closes. I'm hoping so.
And finally, what's your message for the fans who are going to be both here in the arena and watching at home?
Look, all the fans know what I bring to the table, you know. Every time I go out there and try to finish fights, I haven't got a finish in the UFC yet. It's what I'm looking for, you know, and every time I put everything on the line. I don't need to explain myself to fans. They actually know what I bring.
That's very true. Thank you very much. Good luck in the fight.
Thanks, man.
So Neil, in all your fights today, basically, people have felt your power and taken you to the mat. Are you getting a bit fed up getting dragged down? Do you think John Reyes is going to keep it on the feet?
No, I don't think so. It's every single flyweight will put on their hours. I don't care what people say. I fought every single flyweight. I was promotion before that, it's UFC now. You know, my UFC debuts, I fought everybody, I put people out, you know. I don't think there's a stronger puncher in the division right now than me. Am I getting sick of people trying to take me down? Yeah, it takes a bit of it away, you know. But look, I can walk off my back. I showed that in Chris Beale fight, you know. He took me down a few times and I punished him for that, you know. So I just need to start playing the game instead of just going for a war.
And at any point, are you going to get more tactical then when you see a guy in a couple of takedowns, or you know, if you do start landing on John on Saturday night, are you going to be more tactical to look out for the takedowns?
Yeah, I done it here last year with Phil Harris. You know, he was constantly for 3 rounds just looking for the takedown, and I had to step back a few times. When I put him on his arse, I had to actually step back and try to bring him back up to the feet. I didn't really want to play the ground game and get caught up in that, you know. So I had to step back up a few times and let him off the hook a few times, you know. So you have to, obviously, if you want to come away with a win, you have to play this game clever, you know.
And last year, your crowd reaction was the loudest until Conor came out.
He always has to steal something, doesn't he?
good would it be to get a finish in front of the crowd that's going to be so supportive of you on Saturday night?
Yeah, it's what I'm always aiming for, you know. We don't aim for anything else. We don't aim for decisions. We actually go out there and try to more or less maul people, you know. We try to take people's heads off. I'm trying to finish these fights. It just hasn't come my way yet, you know. I'm hoping on Saturday it's going to come my way.
So give us a prediction. How do you think it's going to go?
I think it's going to be a great fight, you know. I don't think he's going to finish me, you know. I think I'm going to try to go out there and try to take his head off.
Good man, yeah, best of luck.
Andrew McGann here from Seery, standing alongside Neil Seery. And Neil, we just want to get this out of the way. You know, people are saying Neil Seery is a great fella, but they don't actually know you.
No.
You're an arsehole. Just
God show you.
Just a minute.
Yeah, you got that right.
I have to say that this seems like Neil Seery, the story of his UFC career is how did he not get a bonus? How did he not get a bonus? However, this weekend, I think you're in a perfect position to get a bonus.
I hope so. More kids, man. There's more mouths to feed.
More kids on the
More
way.
kids, yeah.
Congratulations.
I'll have 4 now. You know, it's not a thing I'm worrying about as a bonus and all, you know. Basically just thinking about going out there and getting the win, you know. I'm really looking for an exciting fight here, you know. I've said to many people before, I don't mind losing fights once they're exciting, and that's what I'm aiming for.
You'll be happy to know we were speaking to him a few minutes ago. He says he will stand and train with you. I know you think he may wrestle you, but he said the energy, even though it's going to be against him, is going to spur him on, and he thinks he's going to want to stand it up with you.
Yeah, that's great, you know. Bring it on, you know. I'm always good for a good stand-up war, you know. Look, this face isn't getting any cuter, is it?
No, well, I have to say, like, people say Neil Seery is the type of guy that he shows up at the party and he ends up fighting with the uncles and aunties outside, you know, the fist fight in the garage.
Yeah, sounds about right.
When we're looking to it this weekend, like, your UFC career has just been exciting fight after exciting fight. You said you'd rather lose exciting than win boring. Is this the mentality you're going to keep going towards the end of your career?
Yeah, 100%. You know, people tend to, you know, people start blinking and turning away when the fights get bound bored, and I don't want any of that shit. You know, I'd rather go out and, as I say, I'd rather go out and get beaten in an exciting fight than lose a boring fight. You know, and it's disheartening for all the shit after the fight. You know, it's not just the fight at the minute; it's all the shit you have to listen to after the fight. So I'd rather go out there and just give it me all. You know, I always give it 100%.
Great atmosphere in Team Rhino at the minute, but your main man, he abandoned you for the training camps, Paul Redmond. Some choice words for him, I assume.
Yeah, the fucking snake in the grass is to go, isn't he? Paul Dillashaw, he snuck off over there to Canada with all the rest of the superstars, huh? The neck of him.
And one final thing, this is I don't want to say the working man's hero, Neil Seery, North Dublin's hero, but it really seems like this last couple of weeks and months you're creating a little bit of a niche for yourself. People are taking more notice of Neil Seery. Do you think this is, I don't want to say a character, because you're exactly the same way as you've been for years, but this is something that people are starting to take note of and appreciate?
Yeah, probably is. You know, I don't know. You know, as you say, you know me years, I haven't changed one bit. I haven't never changed. Still a gobshite, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm still the same. You know, it doesn't really matter to me. You know what people think. I'm just going out there to perform. And that's all that counts.
And finally, I've got bad news for you. Peter Carroll found out yesterday. Even though you've been coming out for years, he never knew your walkout song was Coldplay.
No.
And he wants to have a word with you because he said his mother listens to Coldplay and he's wondering what you're doing with that.
Petey, what the fuck does he know about music, for fuck's sake? And going around with a stupid hat on him.
And his man bag.
And his man bag, yeah.
Neil, thank you very much. Best looking Saturday.
Thanks, man.
Set of circumstances, obviously, with Joe being forced off the card last night, but you're going to be bumped up, I think, to the main card. You've got confirmation of that, yeah, that you're bumped up to the main card?
Yeah, I'm on the main card now, yeah.
Down after last year not being on the main card, just deserves for you.
Yeah, I've put a lot of work into over the years of fighting, you know. Obviously I was on the main card when I had my debut with Brad Pickett. I was on the main card, you know, enjoyed that then, and I get to enjoy my own town now.
Bouncing back obviously from Las Vegas, the loss, and I know you weren't well that whole week. I was speaking to you over there. Big fight for you on Saturday night against John Dallas Reyes. How do you see this fight playing out? It's hard to see how it plays out. He's a dangerous striker, you know. He swings wild. I wouldn't say he's so technical. He swings wild. He has heavy hands. He's a big lump for flyweight. I don't think he has a gas tank for 3 rounds. So, you know, I've proven that time and time again that I have a gas tank for 3 rounds. You know. How to see it playing out? I think somebody's going to be putting their arse and knocked out. You know. You've been looking for that finish. You know, have you been trying maybe a little bit too hard for the finish in the previous fights?
I was say you have to be a little bit cuter in this game now. You know, a lot of people are, as I say, you can be winning around
for 3 minutes and then lose it within the last 2 minutes, you know. And it's when people take you down and it's just lying there for the 2 minutes, and you know, some judges look that he dominated at the end of the fight, you know, as I say. Like, so you have to be a little bit cute here, you know. I have to start more or less thinking about what I'm doing in there instead of trying to just taking people's heads off, you know.
Last one for me anyway, just, you know, being back home, it's obviously, you know, you're only down around the corner from your house. A lot easier for you to prepare the fight week?
Yeah, we had actually a great camp this time, you know. As I said, I had no travel. I roll out of bed, roll into there, fight, and then just roll home, you know. It's great. I don't have to travel. I've had obviously a good camp this time, you know. I've put on a little bit of size. I'm feeling good and strong, you know. So I think it's going to be an interesting fight on Saturday night.
Troublemakers back in your corner as well for this one.
Oh, but it's good luck or bad luck. I think it's bad luck.
He sees he has the advantage, and he thinks that he might be able to exploit your wrestling. He thinks that his wrestling ability is better than yours. So do you think he's trying to kind of lure you into a false sense of what's going to happen by talking about standing and banging all the time?
No, I don't think so. You know, people say they're not going to do something until they get here. You know, and then everything changes. You know, it's just one of them things, really, isn't it? You know, my wrestling. It is. I've been ended up on my back the last 4 fights, so it's obviously not as high as it should be, you know. But I've also done damage from off my back, you know. I've elbowed the head off people, I've submitted people in previous, you know. So I'm dangerous off my back, you know. So you'd be fooled there.